Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Make It Make, where I always try to encourage you, if you can't get it to make, then make it make. Today we're going to be covering a couple things here. I'm going to be trying to attempt to make bone meal of the bones that I had from the chicken stock. That's where I kind of left you off in the last video. Also, I'm going to show you just the tiniest bit that I've been able to harvest from my oregano and my rosemary. And then we're going to do an update on the garden and see where we're at with that. So anyway, let's start off with the chicken bones. Now, what I've been doing, okay, good, they're behind me, is as I was dehydrating them, I dehydrated them for about 12 to 24 hours. And then after 24 hours, depending on the size of the bone, I let it dehydrate longer. And again, it's one of those things that it's like, it's done when it's done. So the smaller bones, they dehydrate it faster, which makes sense. And these are the ones that snapped really well. See? So I went ahead and I put those in a separate container because I think I'm going to try to grind those up first. And then I have these bones that I felt like after 36 hours, they've got to be dry, you know, but I am a little concerned about putting them in the blender. So again, this is just an attempt to try to see what we can do. I'm going to try with maybe one or two of these bones along with this, because if I start to see that it's too much, then I'm either going to put this in the dehydrator again, or I really don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're learning together here, unless you already know about this whole process. But either way, it's fun to see, right? All right, so I'm going to get these guys in the blender. Okay, so I'm going to put in the super, super dry bones first. The ones that broke off with my hands by me just doing that. And then I'm going to take 1 and 2 of the bones that I just could not snap. At least, oh, I can. Okay, all right, that's one. Let me see if I can do this one. I can't do this one. All right, we're going to start off with that and see how smoothly this goes. Why is this not working? Okay, there we go. All right, now turn the power on. I'm going to start off low and try to work my way up to medium and high. It all depends on how this sounds. It's not going to sound great, but like sounding like it's ruining my machine, then I'm going to stop. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm going to pulse this. All right. Well, let's see what we have with this so far. All right, I'm going to open this up with you all because I don't want to. Well, this is what I got. Obviously, there's huge chunks of bone in here. I probably should grind it a little bit more, but I'm kind of scared of what it would do. I'm wondering if I could just put it in my garden like this. Actually, I might give it another whirl. Let's try it one more time. Let me give you a little bit of more of a close-up look where we're at. Let's try it one more time. Add a couple more bones. I'm scared. I wonder if it's still going to damage it no matter what. Oh, gosh, we'll see. Well, you know what? Since we're here, we're just going to go full on in and just keep on adding these bones. Just gonna keep on adding them. All right. Pulse. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Just gonna take take this blade out. I'll take a look at that later, see if I've ruined it. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. It's not bad, guys. Wow. Wow. Oh, I am so excited. Hey, Half Pint. Yeah. Look at this. Look at the bone meal I made.
Oh, it's brown?
Yeah, I guess. From the inside of the bones.
I was imagining it like a light white.
I was imagining it to be lighter too.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. All right, so anytime I accomplish something new, I get so excited about it. So we're gonna go into the garden right now and put this bone meal in. I'm excited. So now we are out here at my garden. It's my little garden. I'm so glad that I started off doing small because I've got 14 different tomato plants here and cucumbers and some pan patties, and it really just allows me to focus on learning how to grow these plants and just learning more about tomatoes, learning more about peppers, things like that. So it's just, I think it's helpful instead of going all in and planting all sorts of things. So right now here we have our peppers, and they are blooming beautifully with this gorgeous white flower. We've got a mini bell mix, and then we've just got regular red peppers here. Then again, we have all our tomatoes, and boy, have they grown a whole lot. And my neighbor gave me this special plant. I don't know if I should say special plant, but gave me this plant that I feel is so special, but I don't know the name of it. I will make sure that it is on the screen though by the time you guys are watching this. And it's this plant right here. This plant attracts bees, which is great because we need bees for the pollination. It's also very beautiful. It does have some stingies on it, like it's kind of prickly a little bit, but it helps the tomatoes. Something about helping it not have a certain type of bug or something. I'll ask my neighbor. I'm sorry I wasn't too prepared with that. But it started off smaller, but it's just growing and growing and growing like crazy, and it's actually really beautiful. Again, tomatoes. I have a whole row of jalapenos. Then we've got our pan patties here, and then cucumbers here. We are trying to trellis. That's another thing new that I didn't have before, is that we are trying to trellis our tomatoes as much as possible. I am going to have to put up make the trellis up higher for these plants because some of them are already as tall as what I have here. But anyway, let's go ahead and put in the bone meal. All right, so I used most of it. I do still have my other plants here. Actually, let me bring you a little bit closer. Grab the phone closer. This is my oregano plant, and I've already harvested from it twice. So today I cut off a whole bunch, and then also my rosemary. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the bone meal around it. Just a little bit because I have enough for it. And then I have these 2 lone tomato plants for my husband just because he really enjoys just coming out right to our patio and just grabbing them. Finally, we're getting something. It's coming along. And then I didn't tell you guys this, because I don't really know how it's going to turn out. And here I have what's called cucamelon, and I had to order these seeds, so I'm just spreading the bone meal all around on them. Let me turn the camera around so you could see it. Little cucamelons that are growing. And I really like this plant, mainly because they taste really good. Some people don't like it, but they look exactly like a mini watermelon, but they're the size of a grape, and they taste like a cucumber and a little bit of melon at the same time, hence the word cucamelon. So I'm planting that this year. I don't know if I was late on the season, so I just don't know what I'll be getting, if anything, from them. All right, so I told you that outside I harvested my oregano, which I did. It's right here, and I harvested my rosemary. So what I'm gonna do with that is go ahead and put it in the dehydrator. Again, I told you that I've harvested my oregano already, and I believe this one plant, wait, do you remember how many plants of oregano I bought? Was it 1 or 2?
1.
Was it really 1? I don't know. That's okay. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 plants, but that's enough for me to harvest what I need until the next growing season. And the rosemary, I love it because it's a very hardy plant. So, I mean, I just let it sit in our oils. As a matter of fact, I have one. Is that castor oil still out here?
No, I put it away.
You put it away? Can you go grab it for me, please? I'm sorry. I told her to put it away because it was out here, and now I'm asking her to go get it. All right, so this is the oil that I use for my hair and my face. I make sure it is 100% organic. And I don't know if you could see in here, the rosemary is actually in here, and it's just in here. And I use it on my eyebrows, I use it in my hair, I use it on my face. I will just like have it on my hair overnight and then like wash it the next day, or have it on all day and then wash it that night. And then I have olive oil and rosemary that's been sitting in there. And guys, honestly, I just use it until it's gone. Pretty sure there is like some sort of shelf life to it. It's not something we go out of it so fast. I haven't really looked into it, especially this summer. This will probably be gone this summer with this, going to the pool and all. I'm really trying to protect your hair. If anything, try to put this stuff on your hair before going to the pool, because then the water just repels off. Like braid it, put it on it, the water repels off, and it's just really good. And you don't want to use like a crappy oil. Like if it's going to be olive oil, make sure it's not cut with anything else. Make sure it's like pure 100% olive oil. All right, friends. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something. And obviously, if you have any tips that you could share with me, that would be great. I'm always up for learning something, especially from my audience, people who know probably way more than me. Anyway, as always, take care and God bless.